Hello, Geneva. You have a pretty good sense of all eight photographers. Uh, a little weak on two or three of them, so I'll just explain those a little bit better. You seem to grasp Laurie Novak's work pretty well, so I'll get to that in a minute. But you kind of brush over Sally Mann's work. Um, yes, she did capture some of the darker images of childhood, and she did raise some thought-provoking issues. But you can go a little bit deeper with that because she did use black and white, and the black and white, her black and white images in general are dark and contrasty, and that enhances the mood of her, the general mood of her pictures. Her pictures do center around sexuality, death, and decay. Yes, she photographs her children in summertime innocence and in nakedness, but there's a lot of the dark side of childhood in those pictures. Um, Jerry Spagnoli, yes, you discussed his process. He's a daguerreotypist, one of the world's most foremost. And you mentioned that he did street scenes, figure studies, and some portraits, and in a very untraditional postmodernist way. What does this mean? Well, basically, what it means is he took the traditional process into the 21st century, late 20th century and early 21st century, by photographing nudes and street scenes. The daguerreotype was only used for portraits traditionally, and he took it into new realms. So this is kind of a conceptual postmodernist move. Postmodernism is a lot about idea and concept. So in a way he's being postmodernist, yes, but also by presenting our 21st century eyes and late 20th, presenting our contemporary eyes with the daguerreotype process, he is forcing us to look at our world through the sharp, precise confines, or should I say parameters better, of the daguerreotype. Now you mentioned that Coburn worked on the daguerreotype. That's just wrong, period. Just categorically wrong. Coburn's contribution was through heightened vantage points, use of the photogravure, and he created the first non-objective photographs. Now here, I'll just go through the four images that you compared. You basically did a good job with this. Here you have a woman looking at her snapshots. You're spot on with your analysis of this. This is very good. Laurie Novak is all about her work has kind of an epic quality to her to it. It's all about eras passing more than just days or moments. So yes, it's about memory and societal memory, archetypal memory, and individual and familial memory. And her premise is that snapshots do create a lot of our memories. And I know from personal experience that the pictures that I take help me remember my life. Even if I don't press the shutter, taking the picture with my mind's eye helps me remember moments from my life. Now, you know for a fact, most likely, that you don't remember a lot of your life. In fact, that's normal for most of us. We do not remember most of our lives. So that's a lot of what her work is about, and I think you grasped it pretty well. Let's see, here we have, okay, this is Laurie Novak also. Now, we have a bare tree here, and to me, I'm going to give you my interpretation. To me, the bare tree, it kind of symbolizes the passage of time, but the barrenness also the passage of time. It's transformations. The tree has to go into hibernation in order to regenerate. So that's kind of a passage of time, metamorphosis, insinuation. Your take on it is that someone is watching. Well, that has, okay, and that's a part of the picture. Memory and vision, they're kind of tied together. Watching time go by, it's all tied together. Now this has the only real similarity between Novak and Steichen, as I see it. Here's Steichen. Novak works in multimedia, so her work is about the passing, the kind of long-term, big-picture passing of time. Steichen also is kind of a mural all in himself. His lifetime is a big part of the history of photography. So, and that's, you know, and he worked in a lot of mediums. So, in that sense, that's how they are similar. But these two images side by side, I'm not going to put them side by side here, but I can go back and forth. They have a similar textual quality to them. So that's the greatest similarity that I see here. And here we simply have, where is it? Okay, Marco Antonio and Rene DeMarco dancing back in 1935. Yes, it's a stage or platform. Most likely, it could be, I can't swear by this, but it could be the MGM studios. He did a lot of film stills. He photographed movie stars, and he did a lot of photographs on the set. So this could very well be off the set. So it's a straight out commercial photograph, very sharp. He stopped, froze motion. One thing about Steichen is that he was one of the first modernists. He, along with Stieglitz, departed from pictorialism and adopted the modernist style of sharp focus and detail and clean lines and shapes and delineation. So in that sense, this is a statement about modernism. Okay, Geneva, pretty good job you did in this. You didn't really touch upon the issue of tool use and being an artist. And that basically is photography and art or craft. And that's kind of debatable and subjective. So I'm going to leave it at that. All right, so that's it for now. Take care. Till next assignment.